Okay. Real talk. Unless it is really easy, might struggle to find a connection between 1,000 different short stories. It's just a lot. The advantage of that is that I have a lot of chances to catch on to the theme. But I feel like everything would just get muddled together after a while. Like, the theme could be anything! I know it's not going to be actually 1,000 stories, but whatever it does end up being will likely involve the number 1,000 somehow. Oh, look at the description for the non-timer version of this video. If you want, you can pull up your copy of Adventure Time, Season 6, Episode 35, Graybled 1000, and press play. When I press play, the timer reaches 0. Come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the eel, and the fun will never end. It's Adventure Time. So this is like when the Graybles dude was a baby, or perhaps he's like clockwork and he de-ages himself, something like that, or this is from 1,000 years ago? No. Ooh. Or 1,000 years BC? No. So we're seeing your origin. Looks like it's wearing a fin hat. The comet, perhaps? I mean, we've already established that comets can have velocities similar to that of spaceships in this world, such that it can fool people into thinking it's one. Hmm. Hmm. Kind of also makes me think of Prismo with its funky setup, but I think that's just a coincidence. Starting the timer at 1:27 in 3, 2, 1, go. Labeling. I don't know, that was pretty interesting, bud. If we are to presume, and I'm actually not sure this time, that we're meant to find a theme, we're calling this Grayble number 2 and the baby getting lost Grayble number 1. Prehistoric time. Baby. Lost. Traveling with someone. Togetherness, but ending up separated is my current guess. Given that we have a marriage on screen, that's where I live with that. Starting the timer at 1:50 in 3, 2, 1, go. This might end up not being a theme. That sucked. And my theme idea is actually really panning out. Ooh. Escape pod, huh? Earth. Not the comet. Unless this is in the past. Perhaps. Perhaps this is the comet that comes every 1,000 years! Holy shit, this was... Though, that's Mars? With their things? I'm not taking your word for it. Maybe the theme is Cooper being on the run and hiding from things. I'm not fond of the music they're playing right now. Okay. I swear, if the sidestepped and ignored weapons in Steven Universe and Adventure Time were ever put to their fullest effect, whoever used them would be a god. It would be Onion. Let's be real, it would be Onion, but that's besides the point. Starting the timer at 3:39. In 3, 2, 1, go. Like, to heck with the crown! The crown's magic is lame! He does. We already know he doesn't have focus to save his life because of the episode where all his imaginations were coming to life. Oh, oh, oh! Wow! Holy shit, Finn! It's a tough job. Oh, okay, okay, okay. This is the future. And with your considerable mental intellect, you can probably get yourself out of anything with that. Huh? Huh? Alright, previous Grayble was thought canon. We're abandoning the separation thing, whatever with that. Thought canon. Abstract concepts? Thoughts being lost. Maybe this one didn't count. Because he didn't call it a Grayble when all this nonsense happened. Okay. We're leaving that one aside for now. Ice King is usually the key. The one that is the easiest to guess. Among the Graybles. And I'm gonna laugh if there really is no theme. So he is probably going to be my main clue. Starting the timer at 5:19 and 3, 2, 1, go. Time is also an abstract concept. definitely not broken legs. All right. Time is an abstract concept. Sleep is not. Madness can be considered. I might be burying myself in my own hole getting too attached to this, but it's the closest thing to being plausible that I've had so far. Starting the timer at 5:33 and 3, 2, 1, go. Morning, perhaps? Only different meanings of the word morning. Love? Love's possible, so far. I love sandwiches. Because he knew. Oh. I wonder if Cuber is someone we already know. From, like, not to do with the Graybles. Ooh, Marceline! Hey! Well, hello! Maybe Grayble. Always the same characters that star in them, too. You're still spying on people. That's very important. You haven't, despite wanting to get away from it, you haven't stopped. That's actually relevant character information. I feel the need to say this in a video. I did respond to a comment regarding this. Just because I'm irritated with Bubblegum, like, for her decisions and her actions and things around her, doesn't mean I dislike the characterization. I'm very pleased with characterization. Characterization is interesting. I like interesting things. I'm gonna go back a little more. Starting the timer at 6:43. In 3, 2, 1, go. They've mentioned business a lot. So Marceline will be the last Grayble, only I bet it's gonna actually be her and this guy. Bubblegum onto him. And is she gonna detect a pulse that goes away? I guess death is an abstract concept. Business being brought up again. As always, Bubblegum's actually a little difficult. Laying in bed like Ice King was. Exhaustion. Monsters. Danger. Starting the timer at 8:10. 3, 2, 1, go. It's still working too. That's how you know bubblegum builds them right. Hell. Aw. Oh, how do we? Oh, okay, cool. I was like, how do we know you? You're the Gumball Guardian. Never mind. You're in a better situation than you were. Ish, maybe. I hope. You're that little gumball pot. With prizes, I bet. Who did he just... Time capsule. Time. Time has to be the presiding theme somehow. Is too important to this episode. Broken legs usually take time to heal. Took them a long time to dig a hole. I don't know what it was in the beginning, and I'm not going to go back for it. Clock with the Ice King one. I'm still pretty solid on it having to have something to do with time, but I do not know how bubblegums directly connects to that. It's just... Because I could be wrong, but unless I get significant information in the next minute or so, that's my final answer. Everything else I've said in this video are my other guesses. I'm not gonna try and settle on one. We'll find out, I guess. Tell me if it doesn't matter, or tell me if it doesn't matter. Don't tell me if it does. Starting the timer at 9:26 in 3, 2, 1, go. He just took out the Gumball Guardian. What? No! Is that what's up? Is that what the married people were? Somehow? Oh no. Starting the timer at 9:21 in 3, 2, 1, go. Is this trying to show the result of the comet hitting? And that's the one on his head. That's an important one. So this did count as a Grayble. Who saves you? I'm going back. Starting the timer at 9:42. In 3, 2, 1, go. Also an abstract concept. Label, brother. Ah! So were the Rainicorns powering those? Evergreen! Probably. You could have taken a bath before doing this. Starting the timer at 10:47 and 3, 2, 1, go. Making sure nothing popped up in between. Does not look like it. Starting the timer at 11:16. Sorry, 18. In 3, 2, 1, go. That is, yeah, I'm keeping my main guess. Abstract concepts being secondary, but it also is possible that there really is no theme, but I don't buy it. Memories to share. That was probably my favorite Graybled episode. We are going to jump back to one thing. Don't seem Christmas, though. Why? I don't see anything to indicate that Marceline is there. What's with this little cloud loop thing? And those are the crown's jewels, so that's probably Ice King. Ooh, I look forward to seeing some of this get answered. Stopping the video next time, guys.